Hey, how's it going? Welcome back. This is Amy. If you're new, welcome to Snoopy Christmas. All aboard. It's one of my Christmas cups. My sister got me this year. I can't remember where she got it. TJ Maxx. So apparently here in the US, actually I think I've been one time. Yeah, I know. I'm not a big shopper, out and about. Um, in the UK, they have the same store, but it's called PK. Yeah, we're TJ. UK, it might be other places too, but I've only seen it there. Is PK. K is in Kim in the UK, and we're TJ. It looks like the exact same store. It's the same store. It's a different name. Why? I don't know. Or technically a different letter. I have no idea. Anyway, doesn't matter. She got me this cup for Christmas. Snoopy Christmas. Snoopy inside. Hanging on to the end of the year. That's what we're doing. So today, my glasses keep getting fogged up. Pushed out my hair, so it's wet, so my glasses keep getting fogged up. I could do it without glasses. But at some point, I'll have to put them back on because I can't see to read. I can see to drive, and I can see far away. But up close, not so much. Yeah, it's that age. Anywho, here we go. Hopefully, I tried a couple weeks ago to do a video. Didn't work out because I found out when I was editing that the sound only went halfway through. So needless to say, I was frustrated and I didn't want to do it again. So here we are. Hopefully tomorrow I'll get a video out on New Year's Eve and we'll be going over, I hope if everything works out, technology, electricity, all that. It's been kind of cold here and rainy, so we've been having that atmospheric river running through our area, but it's foggy today. No rain. But it's going to start raining again for like 5, 6 days straight. I don't know. But anyway, tomorrow the video I'd like to do is my goals for 2026 for my YouTube channel. Different things. Nothing's really changing except maybe I might just concentrate on just getting one video a week because two, I was getting really burned out on doing two. I know. Probably most people are like, man, you're lazy. It is what it is. But today, for today's video, we're going to do a medium-sized book haul that I got for Christmas. Technically, I picked it out myself because I went to the charity shop, Goodwill, and picked these books out. And so I just told my mom she can get those for me for Christmas. Yeah. Uh, so that's part of my Christmas present. I'm totally satisfied. I did get me some new shoes I've been needing. Got those Skechers slip-ons. I really like them. They're really comfortable. This is not a paid advertisement. I wish I could get some free shoes from Skechers, but yeah, but those were really, I got some slip-ons and some tie ones. The tie ones were a mistake. I thought I was getting slip-ons, but that was my bad. Enough of that. Enough of the Christmassy, gifty things. We're on to a book haul. So today's book haul is from Goodwill, all of them, and I have 8. And let's just get right into it. So I have 2 here by the same author, which wasn't really, I don't know, I was tired, annoyed, whatever when I went shopping. I thought, you know what, these covers look similar. Like maybe they're a similar story, or I, for some reason, did not pick up in the bold, large print letters on the front of the book that it's the same author. It's a different series. They're the first book in both these series. I have the first book, and it sounded really interesting, so I got them, and I was like, I was more fascinated by the cover, the colors, and just the way it looked. It looks similar. I was like, well, those look really maybe it's the same publisher. Yeah, because it's the same author, Amy. You big dope. Um, I couldn't get kidnapped. No, not at all. Uh, anyway, the first one it's by Mary Stone. They're both by Mary Stone. Um, and Donna Burdell. This is Dark Purpose. It's a Charlie Cross series, and it looks to be. I got this for $1.99. I want to say it was an independent publisher, but I have no idea. I don't know how that works. There's a sticker on the back. It says "Thank you." Somebody bought it somewhere. and somebody was appreciative. So this one is about, well, it said it's a Charlie Cross series. So this is book one. Never heard of this author, never heard of this series, so it's a new one to me. And I bought it. Obviously, I bought it because of the cover, because I didn't know who the author was. I didn't read the author, but this is Always Calm, Cool, and Collected. Savannah PD Detective. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it was a detective series. Charlie Cross compensates for her petite 5-foot frame with an impenetrable impenetrable exterior and pragmatic competence. It's an approach that capulated her to the rank of detective at 23 and contributes to her and her partner's unequaled murder clearance rate. But when the bird-watching couple discover the remains of a teenage girl stuffed in a storage container, Charlie's composure starts to crack. Not only is the murder horrifying, it dredges up memories of Charlie's best friend, Madeline, who was 16 when her body was found, a mere half-mile from the grisly discovery. And the sadistic sexual component to this recent crime, as well as the location of the body, and Charlie fears they're facing the hallmarks of the worst kind of serial killer, the one who's organized and thorough, one intent on fulfilling his dark purpose. Charlie wants to stay unemotional, but when more victims are discovered, she is determined to stop the killer before he strikes again. Mary Stone and Donna Burdell. Dark Purpose. I don't know if you can see that. It's like a girl in a barrel. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's the back. It's not that big. They're like, uh, which it does. I can't. It looks like 334. Yep. So that's that one. And the next one by Mary Stone and Stacey O'Hare is Killer Smile, a Stella Knox series, book one. So I think this is a detective one too. Maybe. No, special agent. So special agent Stella Knox became an FBI agent to find dirty cops responsible for her father's murder and make them pay. But fresh out of Quantico, her first case has her seeking justice for a different victim. 3 of them, in fact. The bodies of 3 teenage boys have turned up in a sleepy town outside of Nashville, Tennessee. Woohoo! Um, there's no fingerprints, no DNA, and very little to connect the murders, except for a smiley face drawn in blood near 2 of the bodies. But why only 2? The case makes 0 sense, and the questions outnumber the answers. Are the crimes related? Could it be the work of one calculating serial killer? I'm trying to let you see it, not look at me. Or are they looking for 3 separate assailants? One thing Stella knows for sure, someone is threatening the teenagers of small town cherry farms, and they aren't finished as she and the team race against the clock to stop the nightmare that has descended upon the rural community. Stella has one more question. Who will be next? Thriller. Another one. It's short. It's under 300 pages, 252. So yeah, so there's that. This was $1.99 too. So yeah. Um that's cool. So yeah, I was intrigued by the covers, and it's a detective series, which is my jam. So in this one, I was gonna get I wanted a book by this author, but it was a different series. It was the Prime's a long time ago on PBS. Helen Mirren starred in a detective series. Well, it wasn't series. I think it was just like a I don't know. It was Prime Suspect. Linda LaPlante. Says best-selling author of Prime Suspect. Karen Slaughter did a blurb. Linda LaPlante practically invented the thriller. So I was going to get the Prime Suspect series. I was looking for it on eBay and I found a couple, but then I seen this at Goodwill, which is Backlash. It's an Anna Travis novel. So I got started on this. And I'm going to start on this one before the Prime Suspect one. I don't know how many's in here. I looked it up and I can't remember. But this is about Yeah. So Linda LaPlante's novels, including Prime Suspect, have been all international bestsellers. She's an honorary fellow at the British Film Institute and member of the UK Crime Writers Awards Hall of Fame. She runs her own television production company and lives in London and East Hampton, New York. So that's about her. And this book is about Backlash. It's about late night on a notorious high rise estate in the borough of Hackney. So it's set in England. A woman on the street, a, a woman on the street never makes it home after a long night of drinking. A white van is being driven erratically. The driver is pulled over by the police in question. A suspect, an arrest, a confession. Case closed. 5 years earlier, a 13-year-old girl disappeared in broad daylight on a busy London street. Detective Chief Superintendent James Langton headed the investigation. The case was never solved. It has haunted him ever since, and now comes another confession to this murder and to one more besides. But it is too good to be true. After being pulled into the fray, Anna Travis isn't so sure that they have their man. Then the suspect changes his story. I like a good suspect who confesses and then he changes his mind and he lies. So is he lying or is he lying? Is he lying or is he lying? I don't know. Anyway, good cop drama. And it's another police. I think, wow, I just now realized I think most of these books are like detective cop thrillers. I just that's what I like. I gravitate to that. So that's the because most of these I picked out one, three, four, five of them I never heard of, and I just like the cover, so I bought it. But this one is Joe Nesbo's Police. I think this author is let's say Norwegian. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. We'll have to. Well, it says Oslo Streets. N- Norse. Would that be correct to say? Norwegian. I think it's Norwegian. Norway. Yeah. Um, just ignore my rambling of figuring out. It's a good floppy book. I did read on audio. I think his first one in the series. This is the Harry Hole series, detective. I did read the first one was the Bat. I think on audio, and I'm gonna have to reread that or re-listen to it because I think halfway through I just wasn't paying attention and I was listening to it and I listened to it, but I wasn't really listening to it. So we're gonna have a redo on that one. Plus, I have one more. I have another Harry Hole I bought at the Goodwill. It's Snowman. I think that's and I heard about this author from another booktuber. Can't think of her name right now. So this is about a vindictive killer is stalking Oslo streets, slaying police officers at the scenes of crimes they once investigated but failed to solve. The department urgently needs Harry Hole. So yeah. So on the back there's like so I don't know if this is a TV series too. There, I have no idea, but it looks like a picture like you would see like an act. So if anybody knows, go ahead, comment, let me know. I'll probably watch it. Because it doesn't say here. Anywho, on with the show. For years, Detective Harry Hole has been at the center of every major criminal investigation in Oslo. His brilliant insights and dedication to his job have saved countless lives over the years. But as a killer grows increasingly bold and the media reaction increasingly hysterical, the detective is nowhere to be found. This time, when those he loves and values most are facing terrible danger, Harry is in no position to protect anyone, least of all himself. I don't know. Is he drinking? I have no idea. Um, yeah. And then this one, I haven't heard of the author or this book at all. So far my books have been $1.99 each. You can't beat that deal. I'm just saying, don't tell Don't tell Goodwill to raise their price because I'll be highly disappointed. I'm getting them so cheap. It's literally a steal. So this is by Ellie Gray, K.S. Gray, Olivia Knight, FBI mystery thriller. See, there's another cop. The New Girl. Yeah, I leave my stickers on there, so I don't know if that's New Girl in on the side. Yeah, New Girl in Town. I know people get annoyed with this, any kind of stickers on here, but I don't care. It's fine for me. Plus, I remember how much I paid for it. So this is $1.99. I think they're all $1. No, I got two hardbacks. So, but anyway, this is new. This is feels kind of like rubbery. I don't know. It's not. It's not matte slick. It's kind of floppy. And this is. What is this? Oh, somebody. You probably, if you donate your books, I would say, um, don't leave your receipt in there. I mean, I'm a very nice person, a good person. I'm not a stocky criminal. Even though I read a lot of thrillers, horror. I mean, yeah. So there's this. Apparently, we don't have a half that I know of half price books around here. I would love to go to one, but we don't have. This one came from Texas, Carlton, Texas, and yeah, um, doesn't have the price that they paid. And half price books is half price, I guess. I've seen some other YouTubers, booktubers go to half price books for shopping, and they're it's cheaper, but sometimes I think it's not that cheap. Yeah, so this person, what was so I got this book in the next town, my charity shop I go to because we don't have one here in my town. It's like so the town I go to, like we go food shopping and stuff. It's like 25-30 minute drive because we live out in the country, so it takes us a little longer. To know that I went there and picked up and this person that got this is from my town. Like, I don't know this person. I don't know who this is. I know where the street is, but, that's funny. But I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go. I'm leaving it in there just for posterity. But, yeah. Anyway, so on to this one. New Girl in Town. It is about For FBI agent Olivia Knight, the perfect place is Belle Grove, a charming small town in Northern Virginia, a place hidden by lush greenery and away from the hustle and bustle of the big city. The quaint town checked all of Olivia's boxes, and it seemed to be the perfect place to give her the simple, quiet home life that she desperately craved. My dog's trying to get in, you can't hear. She's scratching on the door. Um, a home life away from the bureau, away from sounds of sirens, and most importantly, away from the grim nature of her job. So, what sort of place does Olivia call home? Well, in a cozy cabin nestled in the woods. So we know in horror stories, it's probably not a good idea, even if you are FBI. Um, FBI agent Olivia Knight sat on her comfy chair reading her favorite novel, escaping into the world that no longer exists. But in the dead of night, the darkness that she escaped from found its way right to her doorstep. When Olivia finds a young girl that is malnourished and disheveled outside her home, don't do it. She is thrown into a disturbing and puzzling case. In order to catch the culprit and find the missing children in her new hometown, Olivia must dive deep into the twisted minds of a deranged serial kidnapper and crack an almost impossible case. With no leads in sight, Olivia must rely on more than just her wit. With the help of Brock, I don't like that name, Brock, her new partner, a guy that's although competent, is the exact opposite her in every way. She must act fast to catch the person terrorizing the once serene town. In Belgrove, the truth is elusive. The mysteries here have a way of remaining hidden as more children go missing and the stakes to find the culprit grow higher than ever. Olivia Knight is about to find out what it really means to be the new girl in town. Rock, her partner. Yeah, that's not that big either. It feels kind of rubbery. I don't know. I don't know how to explain that feeling. Um, this is She has quite a few. Olivia Knight FBI series. This is the first one in the series. And then there's two more. Number 2 is Murder in Beacon Hill, and 3 is The Woman Behind the Door. And then she also has Blake Wilder FBI mystery thriller and a Pax Arrington mystery series. Just quite a few. And this is 294 pages. Not big. Okay, I got another one. This one I think I've seen on some booktubers video. I don't know. The cover looks familiar, but the author does not, and the name of the book does not. But the cover looks familiar. And this is The Last Sister by Kendra Elliott. It feels floppy a little bit. I like a floppy. I know a lot of us book obsessed people, we like floppy books. It's easy to read. You just yeah, it's an obsession. Anyway, so this is yeah. So the cover looks familiar, but I don't remember who, where, when, or why I seen it. This is The Nightmares of Her Past Aren't Over. 20 years ago, Emily Mill's father was murdered, and she found his body hanging in the backyard. Damn. Okay, this is going to be a trauma character. Her younger sister Madison claims she was asleep in her room. Her older sister Tara, so she's a so Emily is the middle child. So Madison is the younger sister, and then her older sister Tara claims she was out with friends. The tragedy drove their mother to suicide and Tara to leave town forever. The killer was caught, the case closed. Ever since, Emily and Madison have tried to forget what happened that night until an eerily similar murder brings it all back. It also brings FBI Special Agent Xander Wells. God, these names nowadays, I tell you what. Xander. Xander Wells. To the Oregon logging town. So this is in Oregon, I guess, set in Oregon. As eager as he is to solve the brute double slaying, he is just as intrigued with the mystery of Emily and her sister's past. When more blood is shed, Xander sorry, I can't say that one. I can't say that without laughing. Xander suspects there's a secret buried in the town no one wants unearthed. Is it something Emily and Madison didn't know or aren't telling? And Tara. Maybe Emily can't bear to find her. Because when Tara disappeared, she took a secret of her own with her. Oh no. It's a sister thriller. Okay. Skeletons in the family closet. One sister's left. Two remain. There's a new murder. Um, this doesn't look very. I say they don't look very big, and then that one was like 500 pages. I didn't expect that. So this is uh hands can't 321, 321 pages. Yeah. So that's another crime. It has a detective in it. Maybe not the main character, but and then these two are hardback. So this one, we'll start with this one, and the last one I'll give you like it was like a surprise bonus I didn't expect. So this is a new James Patterson. I collect James Patterson. I like James Patterson. Love the Women's Murder Club, James Patterson. And this one is, I think it's pretty new. I am behind on my Alex Cross series of James Patterson. I'm like really behind. I have a lot of the books, but I'm really behind. And I need to get back into that this next year because I got a lot of catching up to do, people. There's a lot. There is a lot. And this one is together, aim. This came out in 2020, I think. So it's a few years. This is in pristine condition. I don't know if anybody read it, but I think it's a first edition. I collect first editions too on James Patterson just because I'm geeky like that and I like it. And it should say if it is. Yep, it is. Okay, so that's that. And this is Deadly Cross. So it is in the Alex Cross series. This is the murder of a glamorous DC socialite becomes Alex Cross's deadliest case since Along Came a Spider. And yes, I read Along Came a Spider a long time ago. And it also was a movie, Along Came a Spider, but this one. So yeah, so there it is. This little cat. And this is about. I cannot rip the. This is his are about 400 pages usually, somewhere in there. It looks like this is just over 400, 403 pages. That's the average size of his books, easily around 400. What am I looking for? Oh, okay, so this is a double homicide in the nation's capital opens the psychological case files of Detective Alex Cross. So he was a detective, and then he's also like uh I can't remember what a police psychologist too. So he's like a detective, and then he got his like psychology degree or something like that too. Anyway, he's really smart. Um, so Kay Willingham led a life as glamorous as it was public. She was gorgeous Georgetown social I can't speak socialite, a philanthropist, and an ex-wife of the vice president. That's going to be good. A lot of mystery and intrigue and whatevers. So why was she parked in the Bentley convertible idling behind a DC private school in the middle of the night with the man who was the head of the school? Well, they're having an affair. Duh, because nobody does that unless they're having an affair. Um, the shocking double homicide is blazed across the internet, TV, newspapers, and Alex Cross's mind. Willingham had been his patient once and maybe more. While John Sampson of DC Metro Police investigates the last movements of Randall Christopher, the educator killed along with Kay Willingham, Detective Alex Cross, and FBI Special Agent, it's a lot of words, Ned Mahoney find unanswered questions from Willingham's past before she arrived in DC and became known in Washington society as someone who can make things happen. Yeah. They travel to Alabama to investigate Willingham's early years. There they find a world of trouble, corruption, and secrets, of course, close to close to outsiders like Cross and Mahoney. Willingham had many enemies, but all of them seemed to need her alive. The harder the investigators push, the more resistance they find when they leave behind the genteel law offices and doctors' quarters of the state capitol. Alex Cross will need to use all his skills as a doctor, a detective, and the family man to prevent that resistance from turning lethal again. Okay. So, lady, ex wife, vice president, apparently having an affair 'cause she's in the car in the middle of the night behind private school with I'm going to say principal. And I don't know if she has kids that go there or not, but anyway, that's what that is. It's always a fun ride with James. I do enjoy it. It's a fun read. It's an easy read. I can read them quickly. I love the Alex Cross series. I love the Women's Murder Club series. The Women's Murder Club series is based out of San Francisco. It's a detective series, and it also has it's a Women's Murder Club. They have a detective, uh, uh, a, a pathologist, um, the medical examiner, a reporter, and a like assistant district attorney, and they're all friends, and they help work these cases that come up in their story. Anyway, so the last one it's a new one. I seen this and I just grabbed it right away and I didn't look at it until I got home. So it's a new one I've seen out there. I haven't seen very many reviews, but the ones I have, I think people have liked it. I'm gonna say I don't even really look on Goodreads anymore for like the ratings or anything. I just get it or I read it, whatever. So this is Ghostwriter by Julie Clark, and somebody got it from Target. and I got it for I got it for $2.99. Somebody got it 30% off the cover price at Target, but I got it for $2.99 at Goodwill. But the bonus with this one is, and I didn't even notice it until I got home, it has sprayed edges. It's like burning paper, sprayed edges. I'm not a big, I don't buy things with sprayed edges. It's like if there's a book and I get it like at Goodwill and it has sprayed edges, that's fine. I don't have any bad things to say about sprayed edges. I'm not going to pay for sprayed edges just because they charge extra to spray them, I guess. I don't know. Pay enough for books, but yeah, this is a brand new one. It just came out this year. I don't know what month, but this is reviews. She also has The Lies I Tell and The Last Light. I haven't read any, I don't think I've read any Julie Clark. So, but like I said, I've seen some YouTube booktubers. They've liked this book. Yeah, 2025. I don't know when it came out, but this is look at that. It's it's all the way around. Yeah, so this is a new one. This was $2.99, like I said, and it looks like pristine, good shape, just like you get it off the shelf. There's that Target sticker that's going to drive a lot of people crazy. Um, so this is about, this is a short blurb. This is the last one, by the way. It says June 1975. The Taylor family shatters in a single night when two teenage siblings are found dead in their own home. The only surviving sibling, Vincent, never shakes the whispers and accusations that he was the one who killed them. Decades later, the legend only grows as his career as a horror writer skyrockets. Ghostwriter Olivia Dumont has spent her entire professional life hiding the fact that she is the only child of Vincent Taylor. Vincent Taylor. That's the kid who was thought to have killed his family. Now on the brink of financial ruin, she's offered a job to ghostwrite for her father's last book. What she doesn't know, though, is that this project is another one of his lies because it's not another horror novel he wants her to write. Because it's not another horror novel he wants her to write. After 50 years of silence, Vincent Taylor is finally ready to talk about what really happened on the night in 1975. Hmm. So that's Ghostwriter. That's the sprayed edges. That's the hardback. And that is the book haul. It looks like it's going to be the last book haul of 2025. I hope you have a good 2026. Yeah, because, there's only up, right? Here. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, thanks for coming by. And we'll see you back here maybe tomorrow and we will go over. I did write it down, goals for 2026. I'm not a big list maker. I'm a wing it maker. But yeah. It was a little longer than what I expected, but hey, we got some good books to read. So hopefully we'll see you back here tomorrow. New Year's Eve. And you have a good rest of your week. See you later.